Hi guys, it's Miss Wright. Last week with Miss Fowler, you guys learned a lot about maps and how you can use them to help you find your way. So this week we're going to learn a little bit more about maps, and I have a couple books for you guys to listen to. And then I want to see if you guys can make your very own maps. Maybe you could even go on a treasure hunt too. That would be fun. So this first book I have for you guys is called Compass, Roses, and Directions. I know you guys learned about what a compass rose was. Does anyone remember? Yes, it's this little symbol right here on the computer. It has north, east, south, and west. So let's read and see if we can learn a little bit more about them. Which way? Have you ever been lost before? A map is a great tool to help you find your way. I know I have been lost before, and I had to use a map to help me find my way. On a map, you can see roads or buildings. Maps show which direction one place is from another. So here's a map of a little town, and it has the roads listed, and then it has little houses and other buildings. This one has a shopping cart. What do you think that one could be for? Maybe a store. And then they have a key over here on the side. And they also have that compass rose on them a lot of times. And it has north, east, south, and west. Getting directions. Maps use cardinal directions to show the way. Cardinal directions are north, south, east, and west. And here they are right here on this compass rose. The compass rose shows which way is north, south, east, or west on the map. This map looks a whole lot different, doesn't it? It just has a lot of roads listed on it with the road names. That's a little bit harder to read, but it can help you find your way if you're lost. North, south, east, and west aren't just points on a map. They're places on the earth. North on a map or a globe points towards the North Pole. This little girl has her finger on the North Pole. Compasses. A compass shows where north is on Earth. A compass needle always points towards the North Pole. Remember when we were learning about magnets? The kids in my class tried to make a little compass out of one of the magnets because they said that the north end will always point to the north, and it worked. So you can try to do that at home too. Using map tools, you can use a compass and a map to travel. First, use the compass to find north on Earth. So you can hold the little compass out in front of you, and the arrow with the little red arrow that's pointing to the end, that shows you which direction is north, so you know which way to put your map. Next, turn your map so north on the compass rose points to Earth's north. Follow the map to get where you're going. They're using it to help them find their way. All right, now I have one more book for us to read. It's another short one about different types of maps. Types of maps. Useful tools. Maps are useful tools. People use many kinds of maps. Each kind has a special job. Here's a map just of the United States, and it has all the little states in different colors. Now on this map, these states look really little, but in real life, the states are pretty big. Physical maps. Physical maps show the bumps and lumps on the land. These maps give the locations of mountains, rivers, or lakes. And you can see it has a key right here, and it shows you that symbol stands for mountains. This symbol stands for marsh. This symbol stands for forest. And this stands for picnic site. So the mountains are up here. The forest is down here. The picnic site is right by the forest. And the marsh. I think the marsh is way over here. So that key helps us show which direction we should go. This is a topographic map, and it shows the low and high areas of the land. Contour lines on the map show how the land rises and falls. So this map is a lot harder to read, but you can see how the lines are darker in some spots. So that means the land is higher in those spots. So that might be where there's a mountain or something. Here's a political map. They show the border between states or countries. So this is a map of the United States, and you can see each one of these different shapes is a different state. People use road maps to travel. Road maps show roads, cities, and lakes. They also mark spots people might like to stop. So this person has a map on their phone so that they can help find their way. City maps are road maps of just one town. Schools, libraries, and streets are shown on these maps. So you can see it has a key with the different symbols so that they can find that the police station is right here because they can read police station right there and they know that's the symbol. And then the F stands for fire station. So to get to the fire station, you have to go all the way over here. And there's another police station right beside it. So this shows where everything is so that you can find your way if you need to get to the police station or something. Other maps. Globes are round. Remember we talked about those being a 3D shape. They're a sphere. They're not just a circle. And they spin. Globes are the only maps that show Earth as it looks from outer space. This is a distribution map, and it shows where certain things live or grow. Some show where the most people live. So this map shows where the most people live. Right here, the most people live in Washington, D.C. Right there, that little blue one. And then the purple one is the next most. So these purple ones. We live in this one right here that says NC. So we're kind of in the middle. We're down here in this orangey color. But if you look, you can see these over here. Not as many people live in these states over here. See how they're all white? So most of the people, I think, live up here in the eastern part of the United States. Maps change over time, but one map feature never changes. Maps are always helpful tools. There we go. All right, now I made a map of our classroom, and I thought it would be fun to take a look at it. So let's take a look at this map. Now, remember, maps don't show every single thing in that area. They just show you a few of the most important things. So there are tons of things in our school and the tons of things in our classroom. And I couldn't just put everything on there. So I put a few of the most important things. So if you look here, see these red rectangles? They are doors and windows. So this is the door that you walk into our classroom. And then down here is a window, and over here is a window. So when you walk in, the first thing you see is our tables all in the middle of the floor, right? And this is how they're set up. They're trapezoid tables. So the blue trapezoid shape stands for our tables. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tables so that people can sit at. Then if you look over here, you see this big purple square shape that has a bunch of little squares. And those are our squares that we sit on. In the classroom, they're all different colors, but I couldn't really do that on the computer. So I just made them all purple. And up here in the key, it says that that is our squares that we sit on when we listen to stories. Then the last thing I put on there was the teacher table, and it's shaped kind of like a horseshoe. It's called a horseshoe table. And then there's my little chair that I sit on. So it's back here, and this is where you guys go to do your reading groups. So if I wanted to, I could make like a treasure map or something, and I could draw some little lines, and you could follow them to find the treasure. So what I want to see if you guys can do this week is I want to see if you can make your own map. It might be a map of your house, or it could be just your bedroom. That would be kind of easy. Just your bedroom, because it's easy to do a room because they're normally shaped like a square, and that makes it a little bit easier. And then just put the important things in it, like your big things, like your bed, maybe your dresser, or a toy box, or a desk. Those big things like that. You don't have to draw all your Legos. That would take forever. So you're just drawing the big things so that someone could find their way around your bedroom. Or if you don't want to do your bedroom, you can do your yard. Maybe you do your front yard, and you have a sandbox and a swing or a toy truck, and so or maybe a tree. You can draw a few different things on there, and then you can see if you can follow your map by reading your key that you make. So make sure you include a key on there. You can even put a compass rose on there too to help you out. Remember, as north, east, south, and west. So I want to see what your maps look like. I bet they will look pretty neat. So here's the map of our classroom, just to give you an idea. And you can just use paper and draw the different shapes on there, or you can cut out pieces of paper to glue on there that are different colors. And I want to see how creative you can get with your maps and how neat they look. Okay, so make sure you send me a picture of them. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.